So it's Super Bowl. Sonic Attack underway. Same shit, day after day. 4:48. Ice cold, freezing my ass off. No transportation. Waiting for the weather to break. Waiting. The nitwits insist they're disillusioning me. Trying to make me think, I don't know, what was the weird one? They keep saying this ain't working. Like, I'm supposed to think that they are, I don't know, how would they, I don't understand. It's difficult to understand what they're trying to do. Like, they're making me think that I think things, which I'm like, I don't understand what you mean. You know? They're talking, they're doing a lot of role playing, you know? They play these make-believe roles, and I play along with them. And they insist they're, who else? Taylor Swift, okay? I don't get it. They go on and on. This one guy is so passionate, right? Comes in pretty loud. Within that noise, cranked, you know, when I crank it in the house, within that noise, this guy, I don't know what voice it is, some weird voice, insists he's this Taylor Swift, having a barbecue, cooking corn on the cob, potatoes, onions and tin foil, you know, simmering on the back burner of a grill with a potato for like an hour, about to put some salmon on, eating clams, you know, on the half shell, cherry stones, you know, with their friends, looking at the internet, the Seed channel, right? Talking to their friends about the Seed channel. They're also using Google Translator. Apparently, this person role playing is playing the role of Miss Swift as a victim like me, trying to gain confidence. Like we have this common bond, you know, we're both victims. And then they have this woman going, I have a friend here. I'm going to try to communicate with this Google Translator in Russian. Oh, most of them are speaking Russian around me now. And they're going on and on. And most of them are Russian up here. They don't speak very well English, you know. But so they insist. And then they go off. So then I'll make believe I'm John Wayne. You know, just because we're neighborly doesn't mean we have to be neighbors. And they go off. They're John Wayne. It's this artificial intelligent computer harassment system that's pointed at the house and it's picked up through my ears. You know, it's like my own personal radio station for me that they transmit on an iPhone iChat line somewhere. And they actually say they charge people free for 1 minute and then you pay for every minute after and you get to yell at me. It's like a snuff channel live on iPhone. In other words, they're trying to kill me using their lasers to bake my brain, you know, burn my face up and whatnot. And they're broadcasting it to make money. And they are giddy as hell. They're like children having fun and laughing because they're wasted. They're doing coke, meth, who knows what they're doing. They're going off and off and off. They're talking now. They're down in Versailles. They're saying they're at this place called the White House that they just ripped off the post office, right? 05079. They just ripped it off, and they're going through my mail right now. And they're making believe they're reading my mail. Then again, maybe they're not. Okay? Because where they're at, they said it's right across the street, up a little ways. It's called the White House. Right? And they're sitting there with their equipment for hacking, and they had the key, they said. I just had the key, and I went in, and I went through the mail, he said. But he said, the feds won't arrest me. He said, because I know the cops, he said. All they're going to do is charge me in district court, Sullivan County. Right? And I have no idea what they're talking about. You know? I don't get it. You know, it's like an AI computer handled by a bunch of women. They're going on and on. I have no idea what their problem is. This is not one day. This is not 1 year. This is 3 years since my mother died. 2 years since they killed my mother. The same thing was done to my mother down where she lived in the city of Beacon. She said to me, I told her, these voices, this transmitter, it comes right over the power lines. And she goes, does it follow you down to the store? I said, yeah, it's in the power lines. So she heard it. Her ears were ringing really loud like mine. She couldn't hear her TV at all. They were pulsing. Her house was going, right? Her house was just pulsing away. Same thing here. Same people, right? Stuart Bowles, right? Corey, Deidre Perkins, right? Brenda Thompson, John Thompson, the Smith, John Adams, Prime's involved, right? Cannon, this other one, Barnes, down the road. I think the kid knows the other kid that knows the kid, You know what I mean? Ruth up on the hill. I think that guy's a musician or something. Someone's a sound engineer. They know their sound. They can tune in this house and cause my ears to ring wherever I'm sitting. I got to get up and move every 15 minutes, This is what they're doing. Now they're connected all the way down to New York City, right into New Jersey, right into Pennsylvania. The big thing they love to do was hack credit cards data. So the word is they're at the Super Bowl, and they are up in the audience with these little laser pointers, infrared. You can't see them visibly because they're invisible, very hard to see unless you see the exact wavelength. And they're just going around trying to capture data, right? This is a big day for them. Now, I don't even know if law enforcement can detect these little handheld laser devices. They may look like a pack of lipstick or a keychain, a little light on a keychain, right? It's got a little reader writer in it, stores on an iPhone. Maybe they have iPhones. Some of them have the iPhone has a laser built in. These contraband iPhones have a special laser built right in that they use to scan. So they're at the Super Bowl. I don't have any money. They took a lot of money from me already. They constantly say they're taking my money. I'm like, oh, well, not much I could do about it. You got my credit card numbers already. You took them 15, 20, 30, 40, 50 times. Now the people up here, they're lowlives, trailer trash, and this is new fad that they got, hacking into credit cards, hacking into people's heads with this light, going into the Obama chip or these dental implant chips and hacking into them, picking up the conversations two people have next to each other, just listening with their headset on, or like a Bluetooth device hooked up to a little laser pointer, Then they can ask suggestive questions. What's in your back pocket? That's what they love to say. What's in your back pocket? Which makes you think about, oh, my wallet, right? And then it's like, what's your credit card number? What's your credit card number, right? And then you're like, gee, my wallet ain't in my back pocket, it's in my vest. So the guy will move his light to the vest, and there's the Wi-Fi signal or the magnetic strip, which they then will try to read with the technology available today. So that's what they're doing up here. So I can't talk long because I get a headache whenever I sit in this special spot. And these guys are right there, up in the hill there. There's not a lot. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 at the most. They're all drug addicts up here. Everyone is a heroin bust in their history, right in this area. A lot of them are sexual predators on the sexual predator list, registry list, right in this area. The neighbor next door, he's got 2 identities, okay? He's wanted in New Hampshire as most wanted for New Hampshire, and he's also out of Albuquerque as a sexual predator. Giles Stuart Bowles, sexual predator. He started, he was going off. I don't know why. Something about, I'm going to ruin your reputation. He kept saying this. And then Mrs. Swift comes out with a Reputation album. Now I'm thinking, if he was harassed, he's a stalker. Now, if he was harassing that woman with the same thing. You shoot these little tabs in people, you know, and he's yelling at her about, I'm going to ruin your reputation. And he actually stole money or messed with her reputation. Because that's the same thing the guy said to me. I don't have a reputation. I'm visually impaired, one-eye guy. I'm just sitting here, wander. I'm in shit. I'm freezing my ass off. I'm waiting for spring. I got no food, no water. I mean, I got a little bit of water, a little food, you know. But he's right there. They're all here. They live the high on the hog, living good life, you know. He listens to me right now. He loves listening to me. He's got a crush on me because every once in a while he gets real sentimental and real like horny. You know what I mean? He gets like this weird homosexual thing, and he gets real horny and like homosexual type, like clingy, you know, like a clingy homosexual. And he keeps whispering at me, why don't you masturbate for me? And he's trying to be sexy as a male. Why don't you masturbate for me, Joseph? Joseph, why don't you jerk off, Joseph? Joseph. And he goes like this all night. I ignore him. Don't you have a heart on, Joseph? And what they'll do is point this thing at my penis, right? Some vibrating light from 150 feet away. And he'll sit there. Don't you want me, Joseph? Right? Or I'll point it at your head, give you a headache, you know? And I'm like, hey, not tonight. I have a headache, pal. I'm like, holy shit, this is fucking scary. Because it's not only him, it's his buddy, Greg, right? His other buddy, Paul. They're all sexual predator homosexuals. They all hang out like a bunch of children, giddy and happy and doing drugs, right? But they have no fresh meat, right? And then they get real angry when I reject them. And I reject them. Oh, he gets pissed like a jealous lover. Like a woman. Oh, my God, he's like a woman. He gets so angry, he threatens to kill me, right? And he goes on and on. I want this guy out by tomorrow night. You understand me, people? I want this guy out by tomorrow night. Okay, no problem. I'll work. And he's got all these people around town here that are delusional. This is on top of the crew that's on the power lines, which is induced on a network, like a sound voice chat, like on iPhone, iChat. So if anyone's got any technology, which I don't have an iPhone, they talk about it. I'm on iChat. Joe Cullinan or Joe the neighbor, or I don't know how they labeled me. Beat your neighbor up. Kill Joe, ruin Joe's reputation. I don't know how they labeled me. You know, Joe with the penis pump. You know, whatever. Some way to hook you in. Once they hook you in, you sit there and start yelling and then log off. Right? These people get paid, I guess. Drugs. They get credits. So many credits gets them a nickel bag or heroin or coke. And these guys then drive around. They're like psychopaths. And this is fun because this is just a small area. Their main drug dealers are on the outskirts, you know? And they act like they're the FBI. That's all this guy says. Cullinan, you don't understand me. I'm the FBI doing surveillance on you, Cullinan. And this is what the guy says. And the other girl goes, Cullinan, I'm with the state police. We're here to protect you, Cullinan. You understand me? And I'm like, you're here to protect me, right? Well, then quit fucking touching my penis with your laser light. And why'd you kill my mother if you're here to protect me? Because she died the same way. But I'm probably going to die at some point. So anyway, happy Super Bowl Sonic Sunday.